Okay, this is Joe Whitchurch, and I'd like to talk to you about an evidence for God. The evidence for God is that we always long for the Rebel Alliance in Star Wars to have one final victory with no subsequent Death Stars. Or we long for the Hunger Games to finally get rid of President Snow with no subsequent presidents who seem to be equally corrupt. In fact, what we are longing for is meaning. We are longing for truth. We are longing for utopia. We are longing for shalom. But what we always get is dystopia and broken promises. There's a new Easter song out by a guy named Peterson and Shive, and it's got an interesting plot to it itself that kind of addresses the same thing. But it seems like we're trapped in an endless, same old cycle of darkness and brokenness. Yet we long for what we apparently, or ostensibly, have never known. How is it possible to long for something we've never known? Perhaps there are reasons for these things. This new Easter song kind of addresses it in the form of questions. It says, do you feel the world is broken? Do you feel the shadows deepen? But do you know that all the dark won't stop the light from getting through? Do you wish that you could see it all made new? And the choir answers each time, we do. It goes on to ask more questions. Does the Father truly love us? Does the Spirit move among us? Does Jesus, our Messiah, hold forever those he loves? Does our God intend to dwell with us? He does. There seems to be this longing for correction. And here's the answer that's been prophesied of old, and it comes out in the lyric. And does Jesus, our Messiah, hold forever those he loves? He does. Is anyone worthy? Is anyone whole? Like I said, we always seem to get dystopia. Is anyone able to break the seal and open the scroll? The Lion of Judah who conquered the grave, he is David's root and the Lamb who died to ransom the slave. He is worthy. He is gathering from every people and tribe and every tongue and nation and making us a kingdom and priest to his God to reign with the Son. And then the song asks, is he worthy? Well, he is worthy. But I like some of that language. The Son of David, that's Messianic prophecy. He was the Lamb who died to ransom the slave. That's the atonement. He conquers the grave. That's the resurrection. Is he going to make all things new? He is. But as we sing the songs about he is worthy to open the scroll, do we know what we're singing about? The scroll is the scroll of the last eschatological judgments upon the whole inhabited earth. The last seal has the trumpet judgments, and the last trumpet has the bowl judgments. So we're saying basically Jesus is the only one worthy of righteous judgment, and he's coming again. And aren't you glad he does? And aren't you glad he is? And he is worthy. I think that's evidence that we're longing for a utopia that is real, that's rooted in our Creator and our Savior and our soon-coming King.